I'm saying?
Welcome to QTC. This is Questions, Thoughts, Concerns with your guy, Coach Mo. I'm just here to talk to you about the issues, concerns, things going on currently in the industry, currently in the world. I'm touching on a couple of different things, man. And, I just want to get some feedback from people. I want to talk about it. I want to explore any thoughts, questions, and concerns you may have about the situation. But mostly you're going to hear my thoughts, questions, and concerns. So I just want to welcome you to the show. 10-year plus college basketball coach, 13 years total coaching, did high school, played Division I, one of the all-time leading scorers in Longwood University history. Shout out to LU. Went overseas, played 3 years, Portugal, Macedonia, and Holland. My favorite place was Holland, but we're not here to talk about me today. We're here to talk about the issues and things that are going on in sports. This is the second episode, and I'm trying to get my legs going, warmed up, and ready, to do this more often. And if there's good feedback, if I get some good reviews and comments and likes and bells and things on my YouTube, my Instagram, my Twitter, I'm more than happy to record more. It gets time consuming, but with the editing, mostly it ain't even the recording, it's the editing. But neither here nor there. M45 Coach at Instagram. That will be THECOACH.MOSUMTER 45 on YouTube. That will be M45 Coach on Twitter. And also on Instagram, my predominantly coaching page. The other page is a little more personal, but my coaching page is THECOACH_MOSUMTER on Instagram. So go check it out. Go check it out. There's plenty of love there, plenty of fun. And I'm gonna be dropping some gems here, there, just to get you going with your career, with your life, whatever the case may be. But with no further ado, episode 2 of QTC. Let's get it. First question. Now, this has been a reoccurring theme throughout sports over the years with commentators, with newspaper people, with athletes, coaches, and all of the above. Who's qualified to have an opinion? Now, I would say personally, whoever pays attention and does their homework to the sport or the atmosphere. But everybody don't feel that way. So my thing about it is when you get on that stage, then you're open to everybody's opinion. Not saying anyone is an expert and not saying that anybody is more qualified or less qualified than anybody else, because I've had coaches and coached with coaches that never played basketball beyond high school. Or even in high school, and they've been I've learned some of the most from those guys. But I'll tell you this, there is something in having experience, and I'm talking from an experience standpoint as a coach that played at a high level, that played pro, that was, a pretty good player in college, that having that experience definitely helps out a lot. And so, yes, it's not a end all be all, but to try to describe how somebody should be thinking with the 10 seconds on the clock and the ball is coming to them and the ball is in their hands and there's a defender in front of them. If you've never done that, then you can explain it. And that's not a problem, because there's a lot of other things about the game you can explain and talk about. But as a player, coming from a player standpoint and someone who's, been there and in the situation, it's a different feeling than you ever had in your life. You can't duplicate that. You can't supplement that. You can't talk about it and you can't speak to it from you observing. But I never take anything away from coaches who did not coach or did not play at a high level. But there is something that's added. Just like they can understand analytics and the math, which a lot of people can't do, and maybe a former player can't. But it's the same way with the way I've studied my craft of being on the court, handling the ball and making decisions in that high capacity situation that, you might not just be experienced at. So I don't want anybody to take it all sensitive and be like, yeah, just because you ain't played on me. Listen, some of the best coaches I've been around, trust me, have not played at a high level. But as an athlete, speaking from my perspective that did it, there is something to give to the game when you have performed at that high level. So I just want to make sure that's definitely out there. And at the same time, you gotta play the game, man. Like you gotta understand that people are going to criticize, especially people that get paid millions of dollars to do this, and there's a big industry for it. They're going to criticize. So you being sensitive, saying that he ain't never won a championship, so how does he know? Or that goes along the lines of what I'm saying. If you never played in a championship game, you don't know the feeling and the thought and the preparation that goes into it. But that doesn't mean I didn't see you score 2 points. Now, if you score 2 points and you average 25, and I say you suck last night, then That ain't got nothing to do with me playing at high level. I saw you play. You sucked. You know, and there comes a point where there's an interchange, and players have to be more cognizant of what brings in the money too. So the commercials, the advertising, they bring in the money. So if they're not talking about you, then the money doesn't come in. You don't make as much money, and at the end of the day, everybody loses. So if you don't want to be criticized, then you probably shouldn't play, because it's coming. Like, whether you want to or not, whether you snap back or clap back or whatever you call it, it's coming. So once you step into this realm, even as a musical artist, same thing. Once you step into this realm, you gotta deal with that, fam. Like, that's just part of the game. And just like everybody else, like coaches, we got to deal with criticism too. Immediately in the game, with somebody yelling behind your head, telling you to put somebody in the game. And I'm talking from personal experience. On the college level, it's not high school, not AAU, but it's still parents that's yelling from the stands. I'm trying to tell a college coach what to do, and they've never coached or played. So to each his own. Salute to everybody. You know, love is love, and you know, we keep it at that.
Is this what you want? Yeah. Huh? Is this what you want? Huh? Know what I'm saying?